Today, April Butler joins us in the studio. She is running for Victoria City Council District 3 in the May 4th election. 25 News Now reporter Adarius McCormick has more. Adarius?
Thank you, Don, and thank you, Ms. April, for joining us. My first question, just going to hop straight into it, is why City Council?
Because I feel like I can give something back to this community. For example, when you look at our taxes have increased over the last 3 years, an average of 5% per year. That's pretty significant, and that's an increase that hasn't happened until recently. I believe that City Council needs to be sensitive to the citizens of Victoria when looking at proposed budgets and what the property tax appraisals that just went out and how that will impact the revenue that comes in for the budgets.
Now, another topic that you spoke about, you and Woodrow share this idea, retaining first responders. How do you plan to do that if elected?
Retaining first responders is incredibly important. I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but I was actually endorsed by the Victoria Firefighters Association after meeting with them. I think I share the same opinion of every citizen in Victoria when I say there's no first responder that's ever going to be paid enough for the sacrifices that they put forth. That being said, we need to be able to not just recruit, but retain our first responders, and I think that the way that that happens first is through reassessing our STEP plan and funding our STEP plan. The second piece of that, though, is a solution that I offer immediately that would put money back in the pockets of not just first responders, but city workers as well. It's a short-term solution, but it's a good faith solution that shows that we really do, as a community, care about our first responders. The city is self-insured for health insurance. And so my solution to that is we, as a city council has recently done a bump increase to that self-insurance program. However, with a slightly larger increase, we could reduce premiums, we could reduce the out-of-pocket that our officers and our firefighters and our city workers are having as expenditures, and we could put more money in their pockets immediately for take-home. And so that's one of the first things that's a priority for me. That's a plan.
And what are some other specific plans that you have?
We need to, one, look at the library. The library continues to be an issue. When you're meeting with citizens in Victoria, they're aware that there's been some recent things that have happened with the library regarding changing the mission statement. There's issues with access still for books and materials in the library, and I believe that that's something that City Council can and should take action on.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Ms. April. And Don, we're going to send it back to you at the desk.
All right, thank you, Darius, and thank you, Ms. Butler, for coming by. Now, Victoria County has open voting for this Saturday, so then you can go to one of 19 polling locations across Victoria County. They will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.